Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Monday nights, a West Coast is coming your way. So it's by Mountain Culture. It's back to CALI. It's a single West Coast IPA. It's a limited release, but it's a re-release. They've done it quite a few times now. I think it was one of the first West Coasts they brought out, from what I remember. So it's 7.6%, 500ml can, and yeah, looks pretty cool. I don't think it says what hops are in it. It's just got a big spiel about California and all that sort of shit. But yeah, let's get into it. Looking forward to a Westie. Hashtag proper glassware. This is the original Mountain Culture glass. I always like this one for the West Coast for some reason. Let's get stuck in. Had an all right night at work tonight. It's pretty cruisy. So yeah, now that I'm back on Arvo shift, I'll be doing reviews probably around this time most nights. Won't be long and we'll be doing all the Christmas beers. So yeah, I've had this beer numerous times over the years, but as I said, it's like a limited release, so I think it only comes out sort of once a year. I'll go a little bit more in the glass, show her off. So yeah, it's proper West Coast, this one. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's got that dark orange colour, very lively carbonation, about a 2-finger head, and I'd say probably medium body. But yeah, it's got that old school look to it. You know, there's going to be like some caramel, some bread, some biscuit. Yeah, a bit fuller in the body too. A lot of the modern Westies, they're very light, and as far as the base goes, yeah, you're not getting that caramel toffee. But yeah, this is what I like. So let's go with. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. See, straight up, you're getting pine. That's what I want. And the Vikes are back. Yeah. I was a little worried there for a while. Had the bye and then, yeah, lost 2 games, but it was a good win yesterday. So, yeah, it's grapefruit. Very piney, grassy, resinous. You could nearly say like earthy. Yeah, there's like a touch of like orange, tangerine. It's very citrusy. Maybe a little hint of apricot as well. But yeah, the base has definitely got that toffee edge and bready. Smells really good. And yeah, because I haven't had it for a while, it was sort of good to be able to revisit it again. It was Mountain Culture's, I think, 5th birthday just recently, and yeah, they re-released a few of their classics like this, and then brewed some new ones. I might even do like a stream where I do all the birthday beers together. But yeah, something like this, because I've only had this channel now for about 9 or 10 months. I mean, I've obviously drank this before, but it's good to have it and showcase it on the channel. Because back in the day, I would have only ever put it up on like Untapped or Instagram. But yeah, let's get in. Cheers, peeps. Cheers, Stewie. Long time no see, brother. The old marmalade. Kent Beer Reviews. If you're out there, brother, you will love this. Oh, man. This is what I want mountain culture to do more of, this shit. Cheers, Bulk. The two boys are in the chat. Good to see you. This is a very nice Westie, boys. Yeah, I reckon, I don't know if it's been the same with you boys, but I reckon YouTube's been a bit quieter lately. A lot of us in the beer community have just been saying how, I don't know, it's either the algorithms working against us or it's just been quieter, like people are doing other things, or yeah, it's just hasn't been the same, just the last sort of week or two. So you're definitely getting a big touch of apricot. Citrus and stone fruit are like forward. Yeah. I sort of feel like it's just YouTube in general. There's probably a lot of people that with StreamYard, they don't want to pay the full amount, so they're probably backing off a bit, going back to the free version, so they're not going live as much. Yeah, whether it's just, I mean, in Australia, we're starting to have decent weather, but that shouldn't really affect most of the people I've been talking to. If anything, when you're having shit weather, that you're more likely to go on YouTube. It's got a huge toffee, this one, like that sweet caramel. I'd say like, yeah, sweet caramel toffee, white bread, and then like a biscuity touch of biscuit as well. But yeah, I feel like caramel's the main sort of malt base. And it's got quite a fullish body. Like for a West Coast, it's quite sort of like full and like sticky. Sticky icky. I had a beer the other day called Sticky Icky. But yeah, this is obviously my first beer for the night. Just that couple of sips, it's like, oh, I could have a few of these. I love how you just go and scores on what I'm saying. I've had this before, like numerous times, so I sort of know roughly where I'm going to score it. Yeah, it's very resinous, like oily. It's almost got those weedy vibes. I want to know what hops are in it. Normally they say on the back of their cans, but they've said on this, throwing some citrus and pine from our mountains line and bringing the bitter back in the variety of the notoriously big West Coast style type. Might as well put up that Hollywood sign right up in lights on Mount Solitary, cause line upon line of Pacific hop vines are added multiple times into its multi-sea. From the California coast to MCBC, yeah, it ain't just the yeast that's gone back to Cali. It's like a little bloody poem, but half the shit doesn't rhyme. Yeah, it's obviously a tribute to California. And DJ, the owner, he used to be the head brewer. He's pretty much just the owner now. Um, yeah, he's originally from America. Pretty sure he was like North Carolina though, not the West Coast. Used to are always on the phone to each other. Pardon me. Would you two, like, it's a random question and putting yous on the spot, but I realise yous are obviously really close. So, like, yous two, like, do you consider yourselves best mates? And, like, yeah, you've met each other online, haven't you? But you haven't met in the flesh. You just seem like you got a really strong relationship, or should I say friendship? Looks good. I'm pretty close with like a lot of the peeps in our community. It's good. Most people I get on well with. You get the occasional ones you don't. Oh, the more I drink it, it's just really like it's got some dankness. It's really bitter. It's just the perfect type of West Coast. I just wish Craig was here to witness. This is exact like when Adam from Mersey Beers comes to Australia. I want to provide some beers for him, obviously while he's here, but to be able to take some back with him. And this would be the perfect beer for him to like share with Craig, even if a few of them shared it together. I just know Craig would fucking love this beer. I really hope because it's a rebrew, like it's not available all the time. I really hope that they brew it around the time Adam comes over here next year. And also, one thing that's exciting, I forgot to mention, those of you that know me well and watch regularly know that I got an Oasis ticket. Well, I'm going to Metallica in the exact same week. So it's going to be rad. I'm going to Oasis on Tuesday, the 4th of November in 2025. And then I'm going to Metallica Saturday, the 8th of November. So it's going to be one of the greatest weeks of my life. Two gigs that are really hard to get tickets to, and I've just managed to get both. And not only have I got tickets for both, but I'm up the front, general admission in both of them. So yeah, even though I was real tired and felt pretty flat today, that definitely lifted the spirits while I was at work. Cheers, Rob. Long time no see, brother. What was I going to mention? Oh yeah, Simo's the other day. Um, I had my own review, and then I promised Drew, as in miscellaneous, I was going on his show straight after. And Simo and Craig and that wanted me to join, and I really wanted to, but the timing was just off. And anyway, yeah, when I sort of checked to see who was on there, I seen you were on there. I was like, oh, it would have been fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get around to having another drink together. I just hadn't seen Drewy for ages, and he was like begging me to come on. So, but yeah, I had a great time on his stream as well. It sucks when you got a couple of mates doing streams at the same time. Jammy, yeah, yeah. Like quite often, me and Craig, when we talk about West Coast, like that jammy marmalade, like orange apricot. Yeah, it's definitely got that vibe to it. Such a good West Coast. See, I remember like when mountain culture first come on the scene, they had a hazy pale and a red IPA. They were their two first beers, and they just blew everyone's mind. And then after that, it was just IPA, 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 like all hazies. And yeah, I remember this being one of the first West Coast, and I was just like, yes, like, because it was like elite level, like the American shit that I drank and loved over the years. But one that really sticks in my mind, and I wish they did it again, and it made me fall in love with the hop. They did a Talus, a single hop Talus West Coast IPA, and it was before Talus had a name. So it was whatever the name of the hop was. It was like HBC 486 or some shit. I can't remember what it was, but that was the name of the beer. That's all they named it, like the name of the numbers. And yeah, that beer just blew my mind and made me fall in love with Talus. And I've just never had a West Coast like that. That sort of those notes. I just wish they'd brew it again. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's always been bucket list for me. Um, I had tickets to see him years ago, and then James went into rehab, so the Australian tour got cancelled. It was rehab for alcohol. Um, yeah, so that was disappointing. And then there was another time they toured Australia, and I couldn't get out of work. So I've been really unlucky when it's come to Metallica. Um, yeah, so I've obviously got the ticket now, so let's hope the tour goes ahead. And yeah, everyone's sort of giving me shit about Oasis, saying, "Oh, they'll end up fighting and the tour will be over." No, come on. But yeah, I just can't believe they're in the same week. Because I remember when I got the Oasis ticket, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like early November," and then Metallica come up. I'm like, "Fuck." I've got two concerts I want to go to in the same time. But I didn't. I thought they were like a couple of weeks within each other, not the same fucking week. So yeah, you'll be off to Never Never. I like it. But yeah, just the fact that I've got front general admission for both, it's just insane. Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, like it's just absolutely buzzing at the moment. There's been so many big acts there. I know Coldplay aren't everyone's jam, but they were there the last week, and I think they did about 4 or 5 gigs there. Like all these bands that are coming over, they're like Melbourne's always been known for being such an awesome entertainment and sports like sort of capital of the world, like massive city for that sort of stuff. And when it comes to big concerts and that, it always sells out, and you'll get like bands want to do more and more gigs there. Even like someone like Pink, she used to like sell out like a fucking stadium about 8 times. And like Taylor Swift recently at the MCG, which holds 100,000 people, she sold it out like 3 or 4 times. It's like fucking 500,000 people go to see Taylor Swift. It's fucking insane. Just in one city. All those song references are coming there. What two? Oh, about the friendship. I'll go up. I probably missed it. Bromance. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, boys. Yeah, I'm all about it. Cheers, Ghost, you fucking mangy mutt. I've got to stop swearing in my streams. I keep forgetting about it. Hope you're well, dude. Hopefully we'll have a drink at some stage again this week. I reckon Drew's stream the other day that I was on was really good. Had a good time. It was like the glory days. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they just toured Australia, dude. And unfortunately, I really wanted to go, and it was just a bad time with work. They played like a weeknight, and I couldn't get out of work because my 2IC had that time off already. So yeah, that sucked because they're a band I've always wanted to see as well. I know they're getting on a bit, but I feel like they'll probably tour here again. They feel like they're like the Energizer battery, just keeps on going. So yeah, hopefully they do another tour or two before they pack it in. Like everyone that went to see them that I know reckons they're still fucking unbelievable. They just don't. They're not running around on stage as much, but that's expected. I mean, how old are they now? Bruce, like, yeah, just such good dudes. Bruce is just such a fucking legend of a bloke, just skilled in so many ways. Yeah, dude. Did Falcons win? I can't remember. I remember looking at the score when the game had just started, but can't remember how you finished. The Vikes are back. I know the Eagles won. I know that the Packers lost. Normally, I'll like look up just like team, or I'll look through the whole thing, but I'll keep close tabs on like friends' teams as well. So yeah, Rob, with this beer, dude, I don't know what hops are in it. It's really good though. At a guess, I would say I reckon there'd be some Simcoe. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Simcoe, Amarillo, maybe even Citra. It has that feel like it might have one of the old school C's. Mm. But yeah, it's massively citrusy and piney. A little bit of stone fruit, like lingering bitterness, dank, bitter. Sorry, yeah, I said bitter twice. Yeah, quite dry in the finish, sweet up front. Percentage was 7.6. But yeah, I love that can artwork, like just the calling it back to Cali, and then it's got like the sun with the Californian palms. And what type of car is that? Anyone know what sort of car that is? Looks like a fucking Dodge or something like that. But yeah, very nice beer. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, I could imagine. And it's like, yeah, so many big personalities in the band as well. Like, you know how some bands it's all about the front man, but like in Maiden, like Steve Harris is just as like just has as much presence as what Bruce does. Yeah, for sure. I hate the new school shit. I can't stand when like they'll advertise it as a West Coast and it's got like a real light body, light malt base, and it's like no sort of caramel. It's all bread and biscuit, or only one of the two. And then yeah, you get like tropical flavor. It's like this isn't a West Coast. This is like a clear, hazy. You may as well just put some oats in it. Oh, you know what they say? You have one good beer and then you want to keep going. I do have another one of these, but yeah, I've got a heap of mountain culture at the moment because of the fifth birthday. I stocked up, and then I've had like a package the week before and the week after, and I haven't been drinking as much, so they're sort of all built up in the fridge. So I'll probably have a sesh like on a panel or something where I'll just drink a heap of mountain culture and won't have to worry about reviewing them because I've sort of got multiples of some of them. This one I only had two of, so I was like, yeah, I'll definitely have to review it. They did one with Green Cheek. It was just a small can of a hazy IPA. I've got to review that as well. Cheers, Skeeter. Good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. I can't remember where Skeeter's from. I know I've met him through I'm having a blank. I've through Stewie and the fishing community. One thing that's cool too is a lot of like you know how it comes around the whole community and who they know and that. I've seen Paul interacting with Skeeter, as in Paul from PA Brew News. Nah, mate, no day offs for me. I've considered calling in sick. It's shit that we don't get it off like just normally. Like it should be a bloody Australia wide public holiday or Victoria at least. But no, it's real. I don't know. It's a bit of a fizzer for me this year. It's like there's not even a sweep run at work that normally goes ahead. I'm at work. I'm on Arvos when the race will be on. It's like, oh, I haven't even thought too much about it to be honest. Like I love it. I always get around it, but yeah, this year it's just worked against me. Yeah, for sure. Plenty of good people. Yeah, because this shithole town I live in, dude, they apparently get a public holiday for their show. So then they miss out on Melbourne Cup. Um, yeah, it's stupid. I definitely was considering taking it off. I still am. I might even wake up in the morning and because yeah, I'm always there. I'm always the solid one. Everyone else takes days off around me, and I'm like, fuck it. Hmm. Shithole backward town. If you see this, Wilco, actually, are you into your West Coast as much as I am? I can't really remember. But yeah, this is banging. It's like old school Westie. They've obviously brewed it before, but I forgot how good it was. It's like proper West Coast IPA. None of this modern shit. So yeah, what were the scores you gave, boys? Bulk and Stewie. Because I've got a feeling you might be around the mark. I would give this drinking today as it is. I would give it 4.6 out of 5. I think it's that good. A double version of this would absolutely slap. Oh, it's like it's drinking even better than normal. I just think that at the moment, I think in Australia, bitter beers are really killing it at the moment. If it's not like West Coast IPAs, I feel there's a lot of black IPAs and red IPAs out at the moment, and you're not really getting that in other countries as much. There's just this huge craving at the moment in Australia. It's like all the craft beer people are sick of hazies and they're wanting bitter beers again. And I've noticed the breweries are just pumping out way more than normal. And Fox Friday, classic example. I actually think at the moment they're pumping out more West Coast than hazies, which is very odd. So yeah, it's good to get an old school one, not this modern shit. Oh yeah. You were closest then, mate. It was in between your 4.7 joke guess and your real guess. Good community, good people. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, I might even do another review after this one. I don't have to go to work tomorrow afternoon. That's if I go. It's what is it? 11:53 p.m. I'm definitely feeling like another beer, so it's whether I do a review or not. But yeah. So yeah, as I said, 4.6 out of 5. Absolute banging Westie, and it's like an old school style. So if you're in Australia, maybe even New Zealand, the Southeast Asia, and you see this, get around it. Great beer and good people. And yeah, Craig, Kent Beer Reviews, if you're out there, dude, this is a beer you definitely need to try. So yeah, if anyone's still hanging around in maybe 20 minutes or so, I might do another review. So look out for it. And thanks all for chiming in. It's been another good chat. That's what it could be. Yeah, I reckon you've nailed it. I was trying to think of what car it was. It does look like that. It's sort of hard to tell because it's like squished in. But yeah, it could be. So yeah, thanks guys, and yeah, maybe see you soon. If not, see you tomorrow. Cheers.